Hi friends, I'm Carla Turner. Today we are going to make it a quick one, 15-minute reformer Pilates abs. We'll get right to it. Come to the very edge of your carriage. We can come to a medium and a light spring here. Feet are onto that platform, butt is at the very edge of the carriage, making room for us going down. Arms come straight out. We're slowly gonna roll down, one vertebra at a time. And then once you're down, you can reach down for your short loops. So we're working on our ab and lat activation here, just to get things warmed up. Arms to the ceiling, legs to tabletop, low back pressing into the carriage. Big deep breath in. Exhale, arms come by your sides. We inhale, come back up again. Let's add a double leg stretch. Arms come down, legs go long. You could always leave the lower half out of it and just stick with that tabletop. But we're tight for time, so we're trying to pack it all in here. Making these 15 minutes worth your while. Last two, and then we'll come up and stay up. Continue to bend and straighten your legs. I'm gluing my heels together. So although the focus is our core, we can get that little extra squeeze in with the inner thigh when our legs go long. Maybe even pointing the foot might help. Last two, legs come to tabletop, arms come down by your sides. Big deep breath in. Arms come by you, bend and straighten your arms, tricep press. Like I'm high-fiving the carriage. Fingertips or fist can face the ceiling. Let's add a double leg stretch. Arms go long, legs go long. Inhale, everything bends. Exhale, everything goes long. So I'm curled up high enough that my gaze is between my legs. If I'm just coming up to like here, that is really hard on the neck and less about our abs. Last two, arms and legs go long. This time, arms continue to bend and straighten. I'm gonna point and flex my feet. Good, more because it distracts me than anything. Last two, and then last one, come all the way down. Very good. So tricep taps, different than our tricep press. Arms are bent by our sides, fingertips are fists. Legs are coming to tabletop. I'm going straight up and straight down. So think like you're washing a wall. There's a wall in front of you, straight up, straight down. Good. For this, I like to keep my head down. It feels kind of awkward in a chest lift around the neck, the traps. And we could kick one leg up to the ceiling or maybe both legs up to the ceiling when our arms go long. Last two. Last one, arms to the ceiling. Arms are going to lower down, legs lower down, heels together. Exhale. Arms and legs as promised, down and then up. We modify by coming to tabletop or keep straight legs. Last two. Last one. Continuing either with those double toe taps or that double straight leg lower end lift. Doesn't take much to get heat into the abs here. Good. Last two. Last one, come all the way down. Okay, hands are going to come together like we're praying. Legs are into tabletop, heels are together, toes are apart. Heels are stuck together. I often see this happening in class, so we're wanting to make sure our knees stay above our hips more or less. Inhale. As we exhale, reach your hands between the legs, chest lift, head comes down. Layering on. Next time you come up, kick your legs out to the sides, bend heels together, head down. 5 seconds here. 2. Next time we come up, stay up. Legs can go out to the side. We pulse. Up an inch, down an inch. 3, 2, 1. Praying for a break. Okay, come all the way down. All right, we'll come into a wide tabletop. Reset the arms so that we're not starting way up here. Legs to tabletop, low back presses down. So this is actually a wide tabletop. I have space, equal space between my knees and my feet here. Framing one thigh at a time. So I like adding a chest lift. I like this one because we're just starting to tell the obliques like, okay, it's your turn. We've been focusing on our abdominals. Now we're moving into that side body. Option to add a double leg stretch the next time we come back to that first leg. Holding, legs kick, legs bend, head down. Switch. Chest lift, kick, bend, lower. Could you add arms and legs together? Yes. But this way, we're increasing our time under tension, waiting to do the leg kick until we're up. One more each leg here. And then come all the way down. Okay, let's rest our head for a minute, our neck. Arms can come up to the ceiling, legs to tabletop. That hasn't changed. Remember that wall we were washing? Now we're going out to the side, one arm at a time. A little wave here. Carriage isn't moving. So I've got a bit of tension on the ropes here into the straps by pressing away. Adding the opposite leg. Left arm goes out, right leg long. We switch. So a little dead bug series. If you end up in a situation where it's the same arm to leg, don't worry about it. As long as you don't roll off the reformer, not worried. Alternating. Now both arms, both legs. I'm going to glue my heels together, pressing out. I like that sensation. Thighs squeezing together, inner thighs work. Getting the best bang for our buck out of these 15 minutes here. Last two. Last one, come all the way in. Okay, let's come into some circles. Arms come up to the ceiling, legs are in tabletop. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, hands come down to the carriage. Flip your palms to face your thighs, open up to the side, and then we're drawing like a part rainbow or a rainbow up to the sky. Again, lowering, flip, open, circling around. Option to add a chest lift. Next time your arms go down, we exhale. Arms to the side, head down, arms come up. Option to add a double leg stretch. Every time our arms come down, legs go long. Last one, switch directions. We go out in that rainbow first, pressing into our sides. Palms flip, legs to tabletop. Last one. And then we'll come all the way down. Okay, let's give it a little rest with the hands in straps. You can let your knees go to one side, arms the other, getting a twist into the body. And then we can rock and roll ourselves up to seated here. So I was on a medium and a light. Let's go to just a medium, okay? So we're coming onto all fours. Doesn't take long to get sweaty doing abs. Coming onto all fours, shoulders come just above your wrists rather. Feet come up against that platform. You could level up literally by putting your feet onto that foot bar, more of an advanced exercise. Press your hands away from the carriage to hover your knees off the carriage. Coming into jackrabbit. Legs bend, legs straighten. Don't be afraid to move your hands a little closer to your feet. That often gives us a bit better range of motion. So if you ever get the chance, even if you can just bring in a mirror for a workout, just to check your back. Sometimes we think that we're planking really well, but our bums, our hips are falling down to the carriage. So that constant feeling of pressing away from the carriage. Let's add a march. One knee at a time comes in with us. I'm fully extending that leg that's on the platform still, not forgetting about it. Still trying to come all the way back in, so not rushing any part of this. Last two, and then last one, we'll come all the way down. Good, so lots of different ways to work our abs, not just an ab curl or a chest lift. Planking, certainly one of them. Okay, hands are going to come on. We're going to get moving here a little bit. So press into the carriage, hover the knees, press the carriage out. My body isn't moving. I'm going to walk my hands toward the furthest edge of the carriage and then back toward the shoulder blocks. So a little bit of rotation is going to happen. The less, the better. Last two, this just became about arms too. Last one, hold here, hinge from the shoulders. Carriage out an inch and an inch. Everything else is stable. 3, 2, last one, come all the way in. Very good. Okay, plank to pike, my favorite. Walk your hands a little bit closer toward your feet. I find when I do that, I find a much nicer pike. Okay, energy into the hands. Hover the knees. Out we go. Use your low abs. Send your hips up to the ceiling. Ears between biceps. Pressing back out again. Check. Are your shoulders above your wrists when you come into your plank? Last two. Last one, let's hang out here. Shoulder taps. Feels like it's about our arms, but it's so much about our core. One of our obliques jobs is anti-rotation. We're fighting rotation right now. 8 seconds. 3, 2, last one, even it out, come all the way in. Okay, adding on with our plank here, we'll add one more thing in here with our planks. Press into the carriage, hover the knees, press out, plank to pike. You could keep both feet on the carriage or right knee to chest. Send your hips up to the ceiling, knee stays in toward you. Keep it tucked. Single leg plank to pike. Last 3, 2, and then last one, come all the way down. Good, okay. We gotta keep things even. Getting into that left leg. Little stretch for your wrists if you need it here. You can always grab a box and put your forearms on or put forearms onto the carriage itself. Okay, last but not least, feet up against that foot bar, or pardon me, platform. Hover the knees. Left knee comes into our chest, plank to pike. Keep the knee tight to the body. 5 seconds. 2, tight to the body. Last one, come all the way down. Very good job, guys. Okay, we have one more thing to do. Come all the way to the edge of your carriage, arms out. Let's go back down onto our backs. Okay, coming into the series of 5, Joseph Pilates mat series of 5 here. Single leg stretch. Thinking about it before we have time, or not doing it before we have time to think about it. Single leg stretch. Pulling it in toward you. Good. One leg goes long over the foot bar. Like I'm pulling on your leg over that foot bar. 8 seconds. Physically pull the knee. 2. Last one, double leg stretch. Noses between our knees, stay lifted. Arms go long, legs go long, head doesn't go down. Pull your knees into your chest. Arms long, legs long. Pulling it in. 5 seconds. 2. Last one, single straight leg stretch, alternating. One leg to the sky, giving it a pull behind the calf or the ankle. Also working on that hamstring stretch. 2 for 1 here. 5 seconds and our hands will come behind our head. 2. Last one, glue the legs together. Double straight leg lower lift. Maybe you're coming to a tabletop as a modification. Last 2. Last one, legs go long, crisscross. One leg bends, armpit toward our knee, and we switch. Eight seconds. Almost done. 3, 2. Stay over to whichever side you're on, doesn't matter to me. The straight leg is lowering and lifting. Last 2, we go the other way. Switch. Straight leg lowers and lifts. Thank goodness we only have 2 legs. Last 2. Last one. Come all the way in. Whew. We packed a lot in a short amount of time there, friends. We can rock side to side here. And you can rock and roll your way up to seated. Well, thanks for squeezing in a 15-minute Reformer Pilates abs session with me. I'll see you next time.